What's up, man? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy Mambo with the Big Dog Command Room. Hope y'all are doing well, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me for the week 3 reflection about the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles. Man, what a game. You know what I'm saying? I spent some time. I was way too drained. Way too drained on Sunday to even really get mad. And even then, excuse me, the dog. One of the reasons why I call this jank the Big Dog Command Room. Yeah, man. I wasn't even mad, because I knew we were gonna lose. I had to be realistic. I had to daggone keep it real with y'all, as far as just like they literally did everything that they were supposed to do in the offseason to improve their roster in every position. You know what I'm saying? Their offensive line has been solid, but probably everything outside of that, I don't follow the Eagles intensely, but you know what I'm saying, every position that needed improving or thought they needed improvement or wanted to add competition to, they did. They improved their linebacker position because their linebackers were okay. You know what I'm saying? They weren't needle movers or nothing like that. They had a Kazir White, you know what I'm saying, and the Kobe Dean and different players like that. You know, improved their cornerback position. We gave another dude a running mate with Darius Slay. You know what I'm saying? Brought in another safety, from the Saints. Improved their defensive line. Got Jordan Davis and Hassan Reddick, and already had some guys that was able to run with. So they literally just everything I wish we would have done. Maybe not the players, but just really just improving, this roster. I wish they would have done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to get into a little bit of it because now I've had some time to process it, get some energy, and I'm mad because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it, man. I got some points because I took some notes. It wasn't as many notes as the first game because it's just it wasn't that much to talk about, positive things or whatever. But man, it's the same thing. It don't matter who we put in, where we do. It's the same product, and it's like we carry this standard of mediocrity along. You know what I'm saying? The players before pass it down to the next generation, to the next guys. You know what I'm saying? And they carry it on, and it's no standard of excellence, no stomp they necks into the ground and snap them. None of that. It's just oh, well, we lost. Okay. We can't be okay with that. We cannot be okay with getting down 22-0 to the Lions and losing to them. I don't care how good they are this year, bro. And they're good. They have a way better improved team. They're a better coach. But there's no reason why we should lose to them. There was no reason why we should have lost to the Eagles. Even though I was being realistic because I knew we weren't going to beat them. I thought they was going to run all over us. We did good in our run defense. And I'm going to get to that. But, you know what I'm saying? We still are not doing enough. And I hated to think like this because I didn't think Ron was that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. To be honest, as much I love Coach Rivera. He makes a lot of decisions that I'd be like, why the heck did you do that? On and off the field. You know what I'm saying? And now they're starting to catch up to him. Like for real. Before it was some of them was okay, that makes sense, and then it kind of balanced out. But now it's starting to just and I never thought he'd be that type of coach where it's he doesn't want to adjust, he's stuck in his ways and stuff like that. And it's he has this such antiquated style of coaching and approach to all of this football operations that it's like, bro, we are not in the daggone 1990s or the early 2000s, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not it. We are in 2022. We have, as much as you like analytics, we got the little AWS, like, check your stats, like, you know, stat that, catch in the end zone with 3.4 feet yards of, you know, all that dumb stuff. And you still want to daggone think that you can press out some David Mayo out there, even though David Mayo played good in special teams and stuff, you know, last game. You think you can press David Mayo out here and think that we going to do something. It's not good enough. You got these antiquated, like, style of coaching, and it's so annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are not there. If we had, I will say, if this roster played back in 2008 or 2000, like, you know what I'm saying, even 2012, if this roster played in 2012 and we had RG3, like, we probably win the Super Bowl. Like, no question. You know what I'm saying? 2008, we would probably win the Super Bowl because this roster is better than any teams, any players in 2008. But this is not 2008. This is 2022. Any team, all the teams are good now. The Jaguars just beat the Chargers 38-0. Can you fathom that? I cannot fathom that. And they beat the Colts the week before. So, what are we doing? What do we think we're doing? We don't got no daggone Devin Lloyd. We don't have no Trayvon Walker. Chase Young is good, but he not no Trayvon Walker right now. We need him back. And even when we get Chase Young back, he's not about to solve all our problems. Like, what are we doing? And it's just like, I don't know if it's arrogance or just ignorance, like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, oh, we're linebackers and all this, and we're like, you know, we're like, I don't understand. I don't think, I'm hoping that you don't think that you're such a great coach that you're just going to develop just not garbage, but bargain bin players, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're just going to become Pro Bowlers and we're going to go straight to the Super Bowl because we don't have that much talent. Like, as far as that, the players are good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, they're serviceable, but they are not elite. They are not Pro Bowl caliber. Not all of them. And it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not going to work. All the offseason moves, like, all the fans were complaining about, oh, we should get this, we should get. No, some of the stuff is irrational, and you can't listen to all fans. But some of the fans, they know what they're looking at. Like, even especially the content creators, Pedro, Street Scores, Louis, like, you know what I'm saying, like, Protect Jarris, like, bro, all of them. I had to kind of see who else was mad about this, because I feel like as fans we're more mad about losing this stuff than the players and the coaches are. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ron's just gonna fold us. Just the fact of the matter is, if you don't yell at these mother effers and demand a change, a fire to be lit up under them, then I don't know why you coaching. Because the past 2 weeks we have played like we have no fire, no heart, and no desire to win. And that's not taking a shot. Like you said, we're going to take a shot. You taking a shot of daggone NyQuil and going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You taking naps on the sideline again. I'm not even trying to joke about your health condition, but what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I haven't even got into, you know, the stuff on it. I haven't even talked about the game. I'm just talking about in general, bro. You have coaches that are not don't have no fire, no competition, no will to they're gonna do nothing. I don't know if Scott Turner. I don't think Scott Turner did not play in the NFL. If he did, then I'm wrong, and excuse me for he ain't playing in the NFL. And Jack Del Rio, you know, I mean, he I have no complaints for him. Like, he's trying for what he's worth. But we didn't do anything to improve the defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not for real. We was like, oh, we gonna cut two. Okay, let's do some math. You cut 2 players and you add 1. How much is that? You just 1. And you just thought that was good enough? This is not good enough, dog. All it takes is 1 injury, and we seen that week after week. All it takes is 1 injury, and now we just like, what we about to do? And we just picking up people off the side of the road. Some crackhead boxing in the middle of the road. And we're like, oh yeah, he looks good. Like, let's bring him on the team. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's not good enough. We should have kept Matt Ice. Like, Tim Settle, I'm happy that he's going to a great team, a team that possibly is going to the Super Bowl. More than likely will probably win the Super Bowl. I'm happy for him. Tim Settle was one of my favorite defensive linemen, like, you know what I'm saying, regardless of starting or not. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a lot in him. And Matt Ice was cool. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some just depth that we wouldn't have to keep searching and cutting people, adding somebody else, cutting people, adding some on, trying to figure it out. Like, it's just so stupid, bro. Like, you're hurting yourself because you're thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, there's no plan, there's no foresight, there's no, like, what contingency plan. What if, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you just like, oh, we got this guy, now we're good. Like, anything can happen, bro. It's just like that. And then the offensive line, like, you know what I'm saying, I haven't even got to the offense. So Scott Turner, bro. What are you doing, bro? You're not outsmarting nobody, bro. That's another thing. I don't know if that's arrogance or ignorance either. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we have gone a whole first quarter with 4 sacks. And you still trying to daggone send my mans all the way back and sit there and wait for a play development. We get that you are good at calling the offense. We good that you can draw it all up. But right now, we don't need to find out how genius you are at making offensive plays. We need to get down the field and score. Our defense has been busting their tail drive after drive just to daggone keep us in the game somewhat competitively. And you can't figure out how to get us a first down, or let alone a touchdown, or a field goal. Because you want to daggone draw some, you know, oh, Terry's going to cross this way, and then he's going to, and then we're going to send Jahan this way, and then Logan Thomas on the deck, and it's going to work. We don't have time for that right now. Nobody's blocking. My boy Sam Cosmi, one of my favorite picks last year, he's not blocking. My boy Charles Leno that lost his mind, he's not blocking. The guards are not blocking. And as much as you love to call a screen, my boy Trey Turner is not going to get out there in front of that. I have watched that for the past 3 weeks. My man has not touched nobody. My man has not touched nobody on the screen, bro. He just ran out. He looked. I'm not gonna say that. He just looked slow. I haven't really seen the how slow Andrew Norwood is. I had to watch that too. But I've been seeing that every time. I don't even know why you even think about sending Trey Turner out there trying to guard somebody. He hasn't blocked nobody on those screens. Even running. That one, like that first game when Gibby, like we were like inside our like, you know, 5 or something like that. And Gibby had like, you know, broke off a run. If Trey Turner would have just blocked that one guy, Gibby's going to the crib. That's a touchdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go back and look at it. Like, because the defender, it was like a linebacker or safety or something. If he just blocks him, just like even just knocks him to the ground or something, like Gibby hops over him, that's to the crib. Because it was already a long run. It was like 12, 13, 14 yards. But he not fast enough. It's not good enough, bro. Put Chris Paul in. Put Sadiq Charles in. Put both of them in, actually. Because this is not good enough. You so pressed about not getting your roster old. So what is the other solution, bro? You know what I'm saying? I would much rather just have a older veteran that's skilled, that we know is skilled, not somebody that's a commander. I'm tired of these commanders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop getting so familiar that you don't want to step out your comfort zone and get some real talent, get some real dogs, dude. You know what I'm saying? There's people still on the market that's like chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying, that we could bring in. You know what I'm saying? But you want to just be like, oh, we're going to get some people that do it right and buy into the mission. There ain't no mission. If we ain't winning, there ain't no mission to be won or to be taken care of or follow. If we ain't winning. Cause I'm sure when you go into that locker room, it's not like, oh, the goal is to lose. That's our vision. No. It's not good enough, man. Scott Turner, bro, you need to adjust on the fly. Every time we come out on a drive, you need to adjust and be like, okay, what worked? What I don't like that. We're not doing that. We're going to, this worked. Let's see if we can go in this pocket. Let's get in this pocket. Let's do that, like, you know what I'm saying? But instead, you want to keep doing the same daggone thing and then figure out that surprise, we want to score in the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. Amazing, Scott. Such beautiful play call. You're such a genius. Just love it, man. And it didn't run. It was a run play too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I thought you didn't like running, so you surprised all of us. You did it. Good job. It's not good enough, man. And I haven't even really been really this year. I was mad about Jack Del Rio last year, but really this year you hear every week. I've been saying Jack Del Rio's been calling. He has taken the time to change his defense and call it differently, like, you know, than it was last year. We're a lot more aggressive, you know, calling blitzes, just getting in coverage and being in place. When we've gotten beat, for the most part, like, you know what I'm saying, I would say for the most part, like, our corners or linebackers or whoever has been in place, it just haven't been good enough to get there. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But Jack has kept us in the game. They didn't score a point. I don't even know if it's just because they just was like, you know, we gonna beat them anyway. They can't even daggone tie their shoe right now. Or they just was like, you know, like they just couldn't really do it. But they didn't score a point in the second half. What does that say about our defense? And they have all these players. They added A.J. Brown. I forgot about him. And he had a solid game, but it's like, you know, there's like, you know, him alone, like, you know what I'm saying? You take away Devontae Smith and him alone, we still have an even better chance of winning it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We kept maintaining Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't run on us crazy. We was in there, you know what I'm saying? And we haven't even got all our pieces back. I mean, Chase Young is like the only one we waiting on, but Daniel Wise is coming back, but I don't know what else to, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to do. I mean, we can start on defense. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, we can start. Look, let's go to defense, you know what I'm saying? I know I put some notes in here about it. The special teams did good, man. They pinned them in the territory, man. Dude fumble, like, just catch the ball. That's a hard. I will say though, like, you know, even though he's not on our team, it's hard as a mug to catch a punt at first off, but to catch a punt sideways, like, I still haven't mastered it. Like, that's a hard thing to do. I'm telling you, you try it yourself and see how well it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, your hand-eye coordination is not right there. You know what I'm saying? But we pinned him like in the 10, you know what I'm saying? Tress come all the way down, pop, pop, you know what I'm saying, with the dap up, like, you know what I'm saying? And they proceeded to drive us all the way down the field. But we stopped them though. We made a stop, and I think that was the 4th down stop or whatever. Like, and we just, like, you know, shut them down, you know what I'm saying? And I was impressed by that, like, you know what I'm saying? That bend but don't break. Like, you know, I was impressed. The D-line did okay. They did well with the run game. And like I said, I wish they would have got some more pressure on Jalen Hurts, but it's hard for him, especially he's a mobile quarterback. Linebackers, Jamin, like, watching film, shout out to Shit Sway 121. He was showing how Jamin, like, contained Jalen Hurts, man. He couldn't get nothing off. Like, he got 2 sacks off of him, and then, like, just some, like, running. He was sideline to sideline with it, and, like, he did his thing. Like, I'm proud of him. He got 3 sacks on the year. He could have had 4. So he almost got more sacks than all the defensive line. So y'all better stop talking this junk about Jamin, man. Like, he did his thing, man. You ain't see no busted coverage. You ain't see nothing like on him. So, like, y'all chill out with that. And I was interested to see who was going to be that spy on Jalen Hurts, but it was Jamin. I didn't think he was going to do it. I didn't know if he had it in him to do it. I thought Jalen Hurts had a little bit more wiggle to do that, but he handled it well, because I thought Derek Force was going to be the spy. But I was impressed. Cole Holcomb did well in the beginning of the game, and he kind of shrunk. But what I thought about earlier today is just like, both of them are young still, and sometimes you just have to give people time to just kind of grow into their roles. You know what I'm saying? This is his first time doing it full time. This is Jamin's first time playing in a right position that would work for him. Like, what I'm saying? Let the young bulls grow into their role. I still feel like we need some better linebackers. Of course we need better linebackers. This is not going to cut it, like, what I'm saying? And I'm not even talking about, like, injuries. Like, you see that? So I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying in general, like, what I'm saying? Just to be able to get him a break and give the offenses different looks, like, what I'm saying? Like, we have to do better, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the whole defense, literally the whole defense, played well. Cam Curl missed the 1 tackle. And I was pissed off about that, because I'm just like, how do we let a tight end just go crazy on us like that? Like a 30-yard touchdown like that. That was frustrating, but it was just literally 1 tackle. But other than that, it's good to have Cam back, like, what I'm saying? Good to see him back out there, and I feel like our defense has improved because of that. And Benjamin St. Juice, man. Shout out to Benjamin St. Juice, a.k.a. Pharrell. Y'all saw him with the hat on. I was like, is that for real? My man had the little, like, Pharrell dad cap on, like, what I'm saying, during the after post game and stuff. And he was trying so hard not to say, like, oh, that was like, oh, so what why are your defense not pro? He's trying so hard not to put nobody under the bus. Kendall Fuller. But, like, literally the whole defense played well except for one player, Kendall Fuller, man. And Kendall Fuller was one of my favorite players, like, what I'm saying? But I don't know if, I wouldn't say the game is passing by, but I don't know, like, because, when a corner is really hot, like, what I'm saying? Like, when they really on, like, it's like they have, like, a 2-3 year run, you know what I'm saying? If they're really good, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, then it kind of game, just like new receivers come in or whatever, and they might lose a step. I feel like Kendall is kind of getting to that point, because he played well last year. He had some really great coverage last year, and he would get burnt, sometimes. But it's starting to get out of hand. He's getting cooked every week by somebody. You know what I'm saying? He'll make a good play. He'll get one good play in, but it's like, yo. So something got to change with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we put William Jackson out there. But then it's like, now it's just like, does William Jackson have that IQ, the football IQ, to be able to play there, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, Benjamin St. Juice, he going to lock down one side of the field. And he did well, like, you know what I'm saying? He had that one against A.J. Brown. Literally, this man could have had 4 picks. I'm looking at the highlights, the deflections. He could have had 4 picks. All you had to do is turn around and just catch the ball. He's in the position. He's played coverage so well. He's running the receiver's route for him. All you gotta do is just catch the ball instead of just swiping. I hope one day he'll learn to just, like, oh, I could actually get an interception. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not a penalty. Hopefully one day he'll figure that out. But for right now, I'm just grateful for the pass deflection. And as long as they don't score. The one I'm gonna get back to Kendall Fuller, but that one thing where he did where Ron Rivera didn't challenge, I could have been mad, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, bro, I don't know. I was really kind of over it because I was like, we gonna lose. I didn't think we were gonna win, so maybe I was just being a negative person, pessimistic. But I wasn't mad because it was just like it was what it was. I mean, you could tell from the tape, like not even the tape, but like the game copy, like full speed. My man didn't get in because his leg was like kicking up as he was falling to the ground. I'm like, oh yeah, they need to challenge that. And I'm sitting there like, he didn't challenge it. He not gonna challenge. And they snapped the ball, and then he want to be all like, oh. I'm like, come on, man. But I wasn't even mad because the defense did well. They held them to a field goal, and I was just like, okay, we're still in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a field goal, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not as outraged as everybody else. But I mean, if you would have scored points, it would score a touchdown. Yeah, that's warranted. But I don't know. I just felt like the defense just really kept us in the game, so I wasn't as mad as everybody else has been. But he got to do better, man. I don't know what you listen to all this analytics and the people in your ear, but then when it's obvious that you need to challenge something, that you ain't do it. So, yeah, man, I wasn't. That's whatever, bro. But yeah, at the end of the day, Benjamin St. Juste played against quality receivers. He played against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and I think only A.J. Brown scored him, and I think I don't know if Devontae Smith got a point of. Of course he got the reception. That don't count, bro. That don't count. So, St. Juste did his thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. Back to Kendall, man. It's so sad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. It's cause he's like, you know, he's smart. Like, he be in place, but it's just like he be so many steps off. Like, you know, he's right there, but not close enough. You know what I'm saying. And it's just like he'll get cooked. Like, they just target him, and it's like literally people be watching the film, like, know the game plan, know the game plan, and stop him. You know what I'm saying? And I like, you know, people always so hyping him up during the off season, but it's like you play against the same receivers every day. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. You know what I'm saying? But to find a new receiver every week now, and to be prepared for them and stuff like that, and expect them to not know your tendencies and stuff, it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. Like, you gotta do better, bro. We gotta get an elite corner, like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get an elite corner to either play or develop, you know, until these dudes get off the books, man. We can't keep Kendall, like, you know what I'm saying? We can't keep William Jack if they're not playing up to par. You know, it might be possible to keep William Jack if he plays well and he figures this out and stuff like that. But I'm tired of communicate. All we gotta do is communicate. We gotta communicate. Communication. It's not communication. You need to play and pay attention to what's going on, man. Come on, bro. I hope a change is made, because it's literally, and it's been like this for like a whole 20 years. Our defense, our front seven will be straight. Like, they can handle stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're elite or whatever. Our front seven will do cool. It's always been our secondary. Mainly our safeties, but the corners, like, as of late, it's just been OC. Like, it's really been on the corners. It ain't been on the safeties. Even with the bomb when the Devontae Smith caught that, I was trying to defend Bobby McCain, and I was wrong. Cause I was trying to say, like, you know, he's running from one hash, like he's actually like kind of in between the numbers and the hash on the left side of the field, and the play ends up happening on the right side of the field. So he has to run from all the way from over there to get there. And he gets there, you know what I'm saying? But instead of jumping in front of the pass and picking it off, he runs behind it. And I don't know if he's just thinking like, oh, Devontae's going to drop this and I'll just catch the rebound of it. But it's like, no, dude. Like, catch the dag on interception so we can get off the field. We can get this over with. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kendall Fuller is not in this play, like, you know what I'm saying, because he gets burnt, and it's just like another knot. So that was my knock on. I want to see Percy develop, but I'm scared to even put him on the field because it's just I feel like it's gonna be more of the same. Everybody's been talking about putting Kendall Fuller as free safety, but I feel like that's gonna be more of the same. It's just gonna be the same thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because say if he goes back there and, like, you know, he's able to, you know, run over top of stuff, and he's even in a position to catch an interception. Is he gonna catch the interception? Because he loved, like, you know, dropping an interception. And let me point this out to y'all. Because I don't know if y'all ever noticed that, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to be a person that just be like, oh, it's all his fault. Because it just, stuff happens. It's football. But on the Tampa Bay game, when Chase Young tore his ACL, the play before that, Kendall Fuller has the perfect opportunity to intercept the ball, but he drops it. And the very next play, Chase Young tears his ACL. It's a matter of execution, a matter of a game of inches, games of, like, you know, did you do it or did you not? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was the result. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I definitely did. And it's just like, bro, if we want to get to this next level, we have to, like, you know, execute. We have to make plays, bro. Change the field, change the momentum, gain the momentum. Do we even know what momentum is? Can we feel momentum? Obviously, we don't. We gotta, like, Ron has to get a pulse on this team again. You know what I'm saying? Has to get a pulse in general, because we're playing like we're like some nursing home geriatric people. You know what I'm saying? But defense, good job. I would say that. Defense, good job. Offense, I already talked about y'all. It's like literally all the receivers dropped the pass. I don't think Curtis Samuel dropped the pass, but he might as well have. John Bates dropped the pass. Jahan, Terry, all of them. Carson Wentz held the ball too long. Yada, yada, yada. Offensive line, terrible. Logan Thomas had 5 yards. 1 reception for 5 yards. None of it is good enough. It wasn't good enough. It's piss poor, bro. Piss poor. And we didn't even try to even bother to try to get to it. Like, you know, make a change until 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. It was like, oh, we scored. We did it. Man, shout out to Deron Payne, man. Only person that care about this, like, you know, actually winning or something at this point, in my eyes. They had 4 sacks in the first quarter. It hasn't been done since 1991. You know what happened in 1991? We won a daggone Super Bowl. But 30 years later, instead of us celebrating and enjoying, you know, a 3-0 start or 2-1 start and stomping a division rival, we sitting here helping them break records on us. You know what I'm saying? And not even just 4 sacks, but 9 sacks. That's unheard of. That's a whole season. Jonathan Allen had 9.5 sacks last year. And we just gave a whole career worth of sacks to, you know, I don't know, Joe Smoes. Bro, this ain't crazy, bro. And we okay with that, man. Nobody just like, okay, y'all, last year y'all wanted to punch each other in the face and all that stuff. But now it's just like, it's not good enough. But somebody on the offense need to punch somebody in the face. I don't know. Maybe the offensive line need to do that. But still. Bro, we had a -1 yard in the second half at one point. I have never seen that. I ain't even seen that in just a regular game. Justin Fields haven't even done it. And Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo hadn't even done that. And we figured out a way to have -1 yard for a whole quarter. Till we decided to throw beyond the first down marker. And actually, well, not even just try to decide to throw, but we actually complete the pass beyond the first down marker. It really hurts me to even think that Ron's not gonna work out here. Cause like I told y'all, well, I was gonna say, I love Coach Ron, but I didn't want him to be here, and I liked him when he was with Carolina. But I was just like, we can't look for another coach. There's so many at the time. There were so many coaches that we could have got, but we just went straight to Ron. We had so many coaches that we could have got at that time. Well, we got Ron Rivera. And it was just like, sit down. We had so many choices, but it was just like Jay Gruden. We never, it's the front office. It's up top. It's the owner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never really doing that true due diligence, like, you know, to be like, okay, who is the best option with what we got? And that dude, Dan Snyder, he don't have a clue. He just gets somebody, yeah, like, you know, that's just gonna work. Like, he got Jay Gruden because of the name, like, for John Gruden. See how that worked out. And he got Ron, like, you know, but one thing I'll say, like, you know, unlike, you know, Jay Gruden or whatever, like, Ron Rivera, he was the perfect guy to get in here at the time where we were at. Cause we were in shambles. We was terrible, bro. We was at the rock bottom. We were the number 2 overall pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he could have got any worse for us. But he came in here and changed the culture. But now I'm scared because it's just like, man, like I was saying, like, I would hope that you would want to change and help this, like, really see this through. And really, like, you know, be like determined to make this you know, thing work out, you know what I'm saying? And I hope it does. I hope Carson, like, you know, stays here. Hey, sit down. You hating. So what I was saying, I hope Carson works out. I'm tired of this QB thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we're never that bad enough to get a quarterback, and we're never, you know, like, good enough to keep one or whatever. I don't know. We're just always in the middle. Like, you know, we're good enough to kind of get some quality player, but we're never good enough or that bad enough to get, like, you know, a top QB. You know what I'm saying? When we got Robert Griffin III, we traded up to the second pick. And we drafted Dwayne Haskins. That was the middle of the round. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hit or miss. RP to my mans. Like, it's just, I'm tired of it, bro. Everybody's tired of it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else to talk about. Like, you know, it's just like, it's like dealing with a girl and she keep doing the same dumb old stuff. And you're just like, you know, at a certain point, it's like, I've been telling you about it, and I tell you about it, and it's not just because it annoys me, or, like, you know, it's not just because, like, you know, it's not even because of, for me, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to do better. I see you messing up. I see that this flaw, not even a flaw, but it's just like something that you need to improve on, and you still doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And literally, all of us have been telling this same girl that something gotta change, something gotta improve. And she be doing the same thing. Only thing that I can get out of this, and it may be hypothetical, you know what I'm saying, whatever, or however you want to say it, is that the Jaguars have beat the Colts, and the and then they beat the Chargers. And those are really quality teams. The Colts just beat the Chiefs. So, if anything, we beat the Jaguars. So we may not be as trash as we think. But that remains to be seen. And hold on. I got something. And I'm gonna start doing this. Just give me a second. This is what I'm gonna start doing in a week. Week reflection. Bro, shut up. This is what I'm gonna start doing on the week reflections. Win, lose, or draw. We throwing it in the trash and forgetting about it. And starting 0-0 to the next game. So, as much as we want to complain, as much as we want to be mad, this week is over. We're on Dallas week now. It's Dallas, baby. You know what I'm saying? The cow pies, the cowgirls, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's beat these dudes and prove me wrong. Prove everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? Surprise me. Make some adjustments, which I doubt y'all do, but we'll see. It remains to be seen. But until then, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you do reflection, you're reflecting that you need to let a lot of stuff go. See that? See that? Don't that feel good? Just let it go. That felt good. Because regardless of what happens, like, you know what I'm saying? But we do have, the crazy thing is, we have a lot of talent on this team. I didn't say it was elite, like I said before. But we have so much talent on this team, especially along the defensive line. And it just frustrates me, like, if we don't, like, you know, reach our full potential and just waste this time that these young people are living, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to get it back. They're just going to become old veterans and, like, you know, wonder what was and stuff like that. So that's the thing that concerns me. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing I was going to say. Why keep wasting time? Like, you know, don't you want to be great? Like, you know what I'm saying? You see all these other teams, you know, making crazy moves, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, really, not even breaking the bank, but just doing the necessary things to make their team better. And we just gonna be like, oh, we're good. We're gonna get this Panther here, this Panther here. We're gonna beat the Commanders, and stand pat, and that's gonna be good enough. It's not. So, yeah, man. I already threw it away. I got another one. I'm throwing everything away. Threw that away. Yeah, man. That's how I'm feeling. This is where it's on my mind, my dome, right now at this current moment. And I've reflected about it. I've thrown it away. I hope you throw it away too. And it's going to be a long season, but we're going to get through it together as a community. Shout out to y'all. It's your boy Mambo, the Big Dog Command Room. You know, peace, love, and hair grease. Like, comment, subscribe.